You wander around aimlessly for a couple of hours, and then finally stumble upon a camp.
Oh, we
was right there the whole time. Wow.
Hidden in a copse of trees.
It was slightly to the left.
And made with a bunch of, mismatched cloth.
Even from here, we can see all of the LeMay.
There are, in fact, 3 teenagers. There is 1 female and 2 males.
This seems familiar.
And there are also 6 walking eggs.
What?
What?
Well, walking eggs are a common thing in this world, but...
The hoodlums are wearing flashy clothes, and the eggs, 5 of these eggs, 4 of these eggs are very pink, like the exact same color of the roses that grow on the isles offshore of Rosebud. One of them is currently getting wiped down with pink dye by the girl. And one of them is only just barely pink. It's almost white still. The boys are trying to get the attention of the other 5 eggs and are trying to teach them how to dance.
What?
This is...
I get the feeling that there is a little more to this banditry than
Yes,
stealing.
I'm inclined to agree. This is not what I was expecting in the least.
This is the worst remake of the Rocky Horror Show I've ever seen.
I was expecting to be fighting Klingons from the original series out here.
So how will you approach this situation?
Oh, we
Well-
probably shouldn't let Furlin go, because he apparently can't take 2 steps today.
Well, I'm the pinkest one here, so maybe I can blend in.
Yeah, she can go solid snake first.
No, I was just gonna walk up and say hello.
I can get with that.
That goes.
It's just some teens.
Well, I'll just stay behind everyone. Oh look, eggs.
Oh jeez, I even recognize those. It seems anytime anyone picks sprite work from an SNES game, it's always Breath of Fire 2.
It's because the game is awesome.
Yes.
I would hear nothing else. But actually, it's from Breath of Fire 3.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. Yeah, there's more shading on them. That being said, these enemy types do show up in 2.
Oh yeah, I remember those guys.
Hoodlum Harvey.
Oh dear.
Whoa.
Judy.
He is quite the buff teenager.
What's wrong with his eyes?
I don't think these sprites were meant to be seen this close.
Probably not.
And
There we go.
Hoodlum Francis. And he looks like a douchebag if I've ever seen one.
So we have
I
Judy, Harvey, and Francis.
Harvey's got an eye condition, clearly. Judy, what is with her face?
Judy doesn't look okay.
I think Judy's wearing a welder's mask.
I hope that's the case, because if that's her face, dear pork.
Well, they are training some eggs to dance, so they've got on face paint.
Okay, I will accept this.
Yeah, and I'll accept the fact that the beard could be a mask.
It's a face painted beard, okay? Alright. So anyway,
Follicles sold separately.
once approached, they are on guard and start drawing their weapons.
Whoa.
And take it easy. We're not here for a fight.
We're just passing by.
What do you want? They ask.
Well, this was a bit of an interesting scene. It seemed entertaining, so we decided to check it out.
Oh, they say. Well, thank you very much. We are hoping to become the 3 pink travelers of exciting egg dance. We don't have a good name yet. But we will become famous.
I was gonna say you could call yourselves the Exiteers.
I must say, this was not a medium of entertainment often pursued.
Yes, that is why we're going to become famous, Judy says with a huff.
I
Are you
cannot.
having any luck with the eggs here?
Harvey says, yeah, of course, hold on. Okay, guys, arrange and show them set A. The eggs start walking around in circles, waving their arms up and down. They end in jazz hands, pointed in 6 different directions.
I can't help but think of this. What them doing the okay, now do the dream hands. Okay, send your legs out. Yeah.
They're doing the hokey pokey. This is amazing.
This is amazing. This is legitimately amazing.
I don't care what else went wrong today. This is the greatest thing ever.
This is quite a show you have here.
Why, thank you. We're going to become famous, but if you want to tip us, you can.
That might be in the cards. Perhaps you can give us some information. We've been hearing some business about some rather gaudy bandits in the area, and the last lead we had actually led us to you, but that doesn't seem right.
Francis looks incredibly embarrassed and says, actually, that might be us. You see... Well, it's kind of a long story. Do you want to have a sit down and we can tell it to you? A tiny violin plays in the distance.
Did you steal the eggs?
Sure. What's I'm willing to take a listen at least if the
Yeah,
rest of the party is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's listen to the story. I'm interested.
The story goes somewhat like this. The 3, Harvey, Judy, and Francis, were all orphans. They got together in the orphanage and decided, you know what? We need to make our debut on the big stage. Unfortunately, being orphans, they did not have any seed money. So the only way that they knew to get what they needed was to take it. They went to Rosebud to target specifically because it's a big city. They figured anybody that they took from would be able to easily fill in the hole that was left behind by their goods being stolen. And the walking eggs they happened to run into while they were still in the orphanage and befriend, and that is why they chose to do this as their traveling act. So now they think that they have enough dye and cloth to dye all of the eggs and robe them and come up with a pretty good show. So they are done with their thieving days, and hopefully will be able to return and leave money behind from those that they took from. And that is the tale of the hoodlums.
I like to imagine he was standing on top of a rock, and then like a moonbeam came down and gave him a spotlight, even though it's the day.
That seems appropriately dramatic.
One of the eggs happens to be pointing a lantern at in his direction as he's telling this.
These eggs are just natural showmen.
I myself, Philwood, is got a hanky, touched by the story.
Well, I guess we could go back to town and just let them know that, hey, the bandits won't be a problem anymore. If they are done stealing.
Oh, we are, they say. That we promise we are.
I'm uncertain if I buy the sincerity of that remark.
I think at this point my friend Demonox would probably just decide to just slap him. Or blow him up. Either way, it's the same thing.
That seems unnecessary.
I'm going to kind of gesture subtly at Aaron, and since he's the most communicatively inclined of us, and see if it sounds like they're on the up and up to him. Translation, do a skill check.
Yeah, do a skill check.
My general knowledge check.
Yeah,
or-
your general knowledge.
Okay.
It's good enough.
Int and int.
Internet.
Ooh, 9.
Aaron gets the feeling that they are, despite the tone of voice, telling the truth. And he is able to see that in the pot there is enough dye to dye the last of the eggs. So their very rose-scented party can be on its way as soon as the one is done. And they do definitely have enough clothes around to make a good stage show.
I was gonna say, how can we not trust them? Look at Hoodlum Harvey. His face is full of sincerity. His eyes.
I
His
trust
eyes-
the kids.
His eyes tell the whole story.
If the whole story was.
Yeah,
Yes.
they've got enough supplies. I think we should be. I think they can
Yeah.
be trusted to not steal anymore.
There is the point of if you show up as you are, you'll be recognized as being bandits, and your chance to put on a show would likely not be given.
Judy goes, I didn't think about that. What should we do?
How much in goods have you taken?
Well, she says, we took about 10 vials of rose dye, and you see all the outfits on the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
We took the
Yes.
cloth to make those, and you see the tent that we have.
Oh, dear.
Good lord.
we took that too, and you see our outfits.
How could I not?
We kind of made them out of the scraps left behind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we want to go further with that inquiry.
Yeah, estimated sum total?
Probably 500 gold.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Well, apparently we're not going to be able to just pay for the goods, because that's a little out of our price range at the moment.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
You do.
Yes, I do. And Skep is going to kind of call for a huddle amongst you two.
Huddle.
Okay.
Huddle. Frank, Aaron, get in the huddle.
One of the eggs decides to come up and see too.
That's okay.
Sure, fine, representative.
One of the one egg is actually 6.
7, really.
Yeah.
There's 6.
The kids can't count.
Well, we could try speaking to the princess and have them put on a bit of a sponsored show of apology to show that they mean good, that they have nothing but good intentions at this point, and that they're sorry.
The
That's a
eggs
good
nod.
I wish I could make them nod.
Wiggle, wiggle.
They say.
I think
yeah.
they seem reasonable enough. I think we can probably smooth this over with a little bit of careful wording.
The eggs say.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that because it seems like a very reasonable apology and such to make up for their past transgressions.
The eggs say.
Just a
I'm glad these eggs are so agreeable. That would make this way easier.
They're a bunch of yes eggs.
They're quite chatty, too.
And apparently they understand English.
No, they understand English.
Ah.
Had to throw a groaner in there sooner or later. Alright.
Yeah, we can give it a try.
Alright, I'll proposition the idea to the rest of their group.
The eggs dance around.
So yeah, just so I don't end up repeating myself, I'll explain my general plan to the group.
They think that this sounds pretty reasonable, although they do have a few doubts that it's going to work out. And they ask if they can stay in their camp until they know one way or the other. They are willing to send the eggs as a representative.
Huh. Well,
Walk into
okay.
town with this troop of pink eggs. That'll
That would be interesting.
The whole town will attack us on sight for having an army of eggs to invading.
Oh,
well,
there's no question that the eggs would obey our commands and do their performances right, and we don't really know the ins and outs of the performances, so how could we judge that they were doing their performance correctly?
That's a good point, they say. We could send one of us along as well. But we'd have to have a guarantee that they wouldn't get arrested.
If it's just one of you and you're with us, it should be alright.
yeah, no one should really question us. They'll, at worst, assume that we have subdued you.
Indeed.
Do you happen to have a disguise that we could wear? They ask.
And yeah, I was hoping we could just persuade.
I got an adult-sized windbreaker I'm wearing right now. You could use that to cover up the costumes that you have.
That'll do.
I hand it over to whoever. Well, once we decide who's coming with us, I will give them the windbreaker I'm wearing.
I think the leader should come with us, just based on, representation.
Well, Francis is the best at conducting the eggs. Harvey is the leader. And Judy is the artistic director.
Oh,
Never go with the artist.
okay, so...
And Harvey's face is... He may be the leader, but he doesn't look it. So I'm thinking troop commander should be the representative.
I think Francis should come too.
Alright.
And if they want to show that we're not kidding about the egg group being what they are, he's probably the best choice for that also.
Indeed.
Because I have a feeling that this is going to be kind of hard to swallow without a demonstration.
Yes. And before we get into town, I am going to ask him to kind of put them through their paces and just do every show that they have, at least up to a point, just to make sure that none of them are like some kind of secret, attack everything command.
He does a few tricks. One of them is a half ballet show, which ends with the eggs falling on their backs. One of them is doing handstands, which again ends with the eggs falling on their backs.
These are some tough eggs.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Well, the show's in its infancy still, I think, so...
The shells are very thick.
The eggs remind me of us.
And the show is still in the developing phases.
Yeah, I said the eggs.
The last thing that they do is a spiral dance that ends up with 5 petals to 1 center of a flower.
Oh.
Ooh. That's impressive.
I think that one's probably the one we might want to use for...
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
It will definitely show their love for the kingdom.
Yes. Patriotism.
Right, so is there anything else we need, or is that all?
I think that's about all we can do here. I
Yeah.
suppose we'll just instruct Judy and Harvey to hang around until we return. Might take a day.
They're like, Well, it's not like we can break down the camp that fast anyway, considering how much cloth is strewn all about here, so,
Fair enough.
And I think with that, we'll be off.
Alright, so it only takes about an hour to get back, now that you actually know your way. So you get back to Rosebud around about... Let me think about this. Like 10, 11 in the morning.
Okay.
I'm surprised we didn't have to stay the night anywhere, unless that is the night in the morning.
No.
No.
11 in
We
the
haven't
morning.
been out that long.
This was a fair. They were fairly set up very close to town, apparently.
Yeah, they were an hour and like 15 minutes outside of town. You just wasted a couple of hours wandering around after their tracks.
Okay, so we're gonna want to try and draw as little attention as possible until after the fact, which I guess is gonna be kind of hard with these eggs. But
A bunch of people are staring at the eggs.
I think we need to hide the eggs.
well, actually, if you guys think you can handle talking to whomever we need to talk to, I can try and keep eyes off of us.
You running a distraction would be useful. Actually, I just had a thought. Let me check my inventory. We have a wooden chest.
Oh yeah, we do, don't we?
We can just store the eggs in there.
How big are the eggs?
Each egg is about 30 centimeters tall. That's about this big, Frank. Like kind of like a blown up balloon.
Okay, unless we have a really big chest, I don't think they're all going to fit in there.
You could dump out the water from your barrel and store a couple in there if you think you can divvy it up.
Yeah, we could always just refill it later.
So that leaves, what, 2 eggs left to hide?
Are they basically like size 5?
They're more like size 3, I think. Because you can pick them up with 2 hands.
Okay, if that's the case, the chest and barrel should suffice because they both have a capacity of 15, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you
the
go.
2 together should be enough to get them all in there.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work. That should
Yeah.
make people feel a little less uncomfortable about us walking through town.
People do occasionally look anyway because the eggs are not happy about being stacked into the chest and the barrel, so they're
Fair enough.
squeaking.
I guess
It's all right, guys. Just hold on a little bit.
Clarence the emu is not particularly happy about lugging them either
Yeah, fair
because
enough.
they keep moving around.
Don't worry, Clarence. You just have to you'll only have them temporarily, would you?
But you all do successfully make it to the castle without drawing too much attention.
Yeah, I'm whistling like.
La la la.
You're being inconspicuous. Do.
Hang on a second.
Did she end up going somewhere?
Sorry about that, I'm back. Cat's
Hello.
freaking out.
Okay,
She
So-
freaked out the eggs we have.
who... I guess if we can get a hold of Helena, she might be the most reasonable to talk to.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, I would say Helena.
Alright, so somebody needs to ask where she is.
Okay, so.
There is a guard at the gate. You can ask him.
Okay, so who should ask him?
Well, you are actually from here,
Yeah.
Esclava.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
hide. I'll hide behind Skleppa here.
I will approach the guard.
The guard says, the winner of most of the contests yesterday.
This is the other reason I was doing this.
How can I help you?
Yes, I had something I needed to communicate to the princess. Is she about?
She is. I last saw her headed for the gardens. They're through the gate, and then out the back gate into the courtyard.
Would it be alright if my companions and I were to meet with her?
Yes, but you gotta leave your emu outside.
Hmm.
In the stables.
That means we have to carry the eggs somehow.
Yeah, I can carry the chest.
But who we have to carry the barrel?
Both of you.
Yeah, so between the two of us, we can probably handle it.
Yes. We have a combined strength of 8. We have to roll.
The guard looks at you all askance and says, "Why are you carrying all of this in to go see our princess?"
Oh,
There's a very simple reason for that. We're here to deliver something.
Is it a surprise something? Or am I allowed to know what it is? Because I don't know that I'm allowed to let you see our princess unsupervised without... You know, you could be giving her a sword, and that's not okay.
I mean,
If you wish to have us escorted, that would also be fine.
The guard calls over a squire and sends him along.
Alrighty. That's entirely fine. It's not like
That's
this is
fair
gonna
enough.
be, yeah, this is going to be like a big secret issue.
I guess.
Squire.
As soon as we open this stuff up, it's going to kind of be out there, so...
Exactly. So now we have the most intoxicated Droggle Jug Squire. He's Squire for a reason, even though he's 33.
Squire Droggle Jug.
Squire Drunkensky.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so Squire Drunkensky leads you through to the courtyard and addresses Princess Helena. Princess Helena, you got some visitors.
Oh my god.
She says, Squire Drunkensky, thank you. Can you stand over there, please?
If I weren't carrying this barrel, I'd be like rubbing my temples right now.
Actually, there's a bench, Squire Drunkensky. Have a seat. You look like you need it. So Squire Drunkensky takes a seat over here.
Thank you, Squire.
Frances is incredibly uncomfortable and is hiding behind a Sklepa.
Wherever she is.
Everyone's hiding behind me. Oh dear.
I thought you guys had started your journey.
This is going to be a bit of a tale, just a warning.
Long story short, we found some budding performers, but they have a bit of a complication. And I think the best result for everyone would require a bit of assistance from the crown. We figured you would be the most reasonable to speak to.
Alright, she says. So what do you propose?
Well, first things first, and I put down the chest, open it.
We, put it up,
Boing!
we drop the barrel, and the eggs pop out.
Boing! Again. Helena falls backwards and says, "What on earth are those monsters doing in my castle?"
They're tame. It's okay.
They're very tame.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about the yolk going on you.
Francis, I think you're on.
Francis steps up, throws off his borrowed cloak, snaps his fingers 3 times, and the eggs do their number. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do.
This is the most amazing.
Cha! Okay, the end.
This is the most amazing number ever. No matter how many times I've seen it. It just keeps getting better and better.
The princess starts laughing because this is so amazing. It says, "Bravo! To what do I owe the honor of this free show in my courtyard?"
Well, that's actually the issue. In order to finance this show, getting them all dressed up properly to look like proper show eggs, as it were, this gentleman and his 2 associates, who are not even adults yet, didn't have any resources themselves, and so they had to steal it. You're looking at one part of the bandits of the area.
Oh, she says, that explains the gaudy outfit.
Yes, it does. And they didn't really have any intention of hurting anyone. They just didn't have any other means to go about setting themselves up properly, and they couldn't find a sponsor.
She puts her hands on her hips and says, well, how come they didn't find a part-time job like every other teenager?
I can't explain that, but I think they were fully intent on the show more than anything else.
Francis says, yeah, that's it. We didn't have any other ideas. We're sorry.
And he's slinking behind.
Hides.
So the short version is they would like the Crown to forgive them so that they can do their show and make amends to the people. Then they can take their show elsewhere and actually earn an honest living.
Well, Helena says, I don't think that we can just forgive them. They will have to make up the money that they stole by performing here. However, if they stay and can earn that money and then also perform for our summer send-off, we are willing to announce that they are not wanted criminals and they can live in our city without too much trouble.
How does that sound to you, Francis?
Francis says, that sounds absolutely 100% perfectly acceptable. Thank you so very much, Princess. You are the most beautiful, kind, awesome princess ever.
Wow, that was said really fast.
He's nervous. And also kind of terrified. She gives a little curtsy and says, well, if that's all, I'm going to go work this out with my mother.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Your Highness.
You are welcome. And she waltzes off to go find her mom, because her mother is in charge of the local affairs.
Of course.
Of course.
I guess that means then that we can actually go back with the good news.
Seems that way. Alright, Just to make...
What should we do with the eggs in the meantime?
That's actually what I was about to address.
And Francis can probably stay behind.
I was actually going to suggest that Sklepa stay here in order to keep an eye on them, just so that they don't get into any trouble voluntarily or otherwise. And then, since you two are the more outdoorsy types, you can get the rest of the group and bring them.
Okay, that sounds good.
Francis is also agreeable to this, and he starts drilling his eggs and dance again. Well, Squire Drunky McDrunk is like cheering wildly.
I would think that he would just be like staring vacantly, occasionally rubbing his eyes, continuing to stare vacantly, and just going, "This isn't happening, is it?"
He's not sure if he's hallucinating or not. This might be pink elephants.
Yeah, I think I could do with some time away from this whole spectacle. I'm more than willing to go back to the camp and
Yeah, I'll go back.
gather up the.
I'll go back to the camp with you then, Aaron.
So off we go, I suppose.
Yes, off we go. Come on, Aaron.
An hour passes.
Another hour passes.
1 hour later.
Do, 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 do. You get to the camp as Judy and Harvey are having lunch.
Ooh,
Hello, we have returned.
Why, welcome back, they say. How did it go? We noticed Francis and our eggs aren't with you.
They, well, to not repeat everything, let's just say we explain the outcome to them.
Oh, yay, they say. That sounds perfectly acceptable. Will you help us break down our camp?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, so it's a strength and dexterity check, you
Oh,
guys.
God.
8. Okay, for 8. Hey, I made an 8.
Hey.
Let's see, how will Franco do?
Given the way this has been going so far today, with strength and dexterity,
Yep.
good enough.
It is, in fact, good enough. All of the cloth is able to be folded up and packed away, and you walk out with Clarence loaded up with their camp goods.
Clown's looking very oddly annoyed at us.
Clarence is not very pleased with you today.
I pet Clowns on the head.
Clarence snaps his beak at you.
Oh, come on, I was being nice.
Sorry, Clarence, but this will be the last time we have a whole bunch of extra stuff for a little while, at least.
He preens his neck feathers a little bit
Well,
to town.
cut out a bit there, I think.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I heard
He
preen feathers and then
his
nothing.
Neck feathers, and then walks everybody back to town that 1 hour distance.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're back in town, safe and sound. We didn't have to hunt for anything. Lucky.
Assuming that the gate guard isn't going to object to their entry.
Nope, the gate guard's okay. Except you still have to leave the emo in the barn.
Well, of
That's
course.
fine. That's fair.
That's considering we have a gaudy emu now.
And the princess has lined up with her mother a guarded, well, kind of a shack, but it's still a guarded shack. Just to make sure that they don't break out and go steal or, anything. And the offer is that as long as they are willing to have monitored movements for the next season, then there will be no harm come to them as a result of their indiscretions. And they all are fairly amenable to this. So Harvey goes off to unload Clarence of their goods, along with Drunky McDrunker Squire. And they go to part ways. Helena addresses the companions and says, "So these were our gaudy bandits, huh?"
Yep.
Yep.
She says, "Well, thank you for dealing with this trouble."
You're clipping in and out a lot again.
Yeah.
Am I back? Hello?
Yeah, you're back.
For the moment.
Okay. She says, "Thank you for dealing with our problem that we had with our town right now. As a reward, my mother has so graciously donated 500 gold for your party's use.
Ooh.
Because you have freed us of our plague of bandits and have, in fact, gotten us performers."
Okay.
So she turns over the reward and skips off to go do her princessy things.
So that's 500.
500 as a total for all three.
So I guess that means, let's see, divide by 3, that's like 166.
That's not an even number.
It doesn't break down well.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna just have to play nice.
I was muted. 166 to each of us, and then 2 gold change, which I can just hang on to since I'm inventory.
Works for me.
Yeah, I'll just add 166 on top of my 147, which will let me 313 gold. I wonder what that will not buy me.
There we go. Gold numbers updated.
Alright, I'm also gonna make certain to refill the barrel before anything else.
Oh, good. I was wondering if you're going to make mention of that.
There's a reason I've been assigned inventory.
We walk out of town without any water.
Fools.
And it turns out Squire Drunky McDruckinson is stuck in the barrel.
Out of there, you.
How dry I am. How dry I am.
No offense, Sleva, but I am not going to be sad when we leave this place for a little while.
A bit too colorful.
Squire Drunkeljug versus the eggs.
Oh dear.
Alright, so it's about 1 in the afternoon. Yes, 1 in the afternoon. So, how will you be spending the rest of your day? Are you going to start your travels now, or are you going to wait until tomorrow?
Actually, I was wondering if I could go to the place where I picked up the Arctic Cape and pick up a bit more presentable one.
You can, but everything is full price now.
Yeah, I figured that. I'm hoping I can arrange and deal. It's like, I picked this out yesterday, it's not quite what I was looking for, could I have that one instead?
The merchant will be willing to accept that trade, and is willing to give you full price back for the cape.
Oh, good.
Because the king had paid the remainder.
That's good.
Okay, so...
Alright, so... Let's see, that was a difference of 64 gold on my end, so I'll just deduct that straight from my total.
Oh goody, I can buy rain boots if I want.
Okay, so knock off 64. That'll leave me with 107.
I'm just going to mention that since you chose to hang out with the merchant, another hour is going to pass while you are doing your buying and selling.
That's fine. Yay, I have something that actually is presentable. Woo! I'm the most fashionable here.
And it's a cloak, so it can cover everything else.
Yes. Granted, the only things I have that are not cool are my armor and my footwear, so...
Let's not forget your armor is cursed.
Well, you know.
Don't mind me, I'm just rearranging my notes here.
Not a problem. And if we're going to have the herb bottle work on those rules, I'm actually going to pick up a second one.
Okay.
Alright, and that's it for me.
I can't see anything I could be able to buy, so I'll be saving my money.
Don't mind me, I'm just punching stuff.
She's
I've got
punching.
nothing I need to buy either, so
So now it is 2 in the afternoon. Will you be staying the night in town, or will you be heading out to travel? Start your journey.
I'm not stalling, I swear!
You love the pink so much, he's just having a really hard time leaving it.
It's all I know.
I would say me and Aaron basically try and drag a Sklepper out, but I don't think either of us are strong enough to move her.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
should.
I would be amenable to waiting since we're not going to get super far before night falls at this point anyway.
Yeah.
So you can stay in Asclepia's house again, or you can rent a room.
My house is fine.
Yeah, I would say let's stay at Sklepper's if she's still willing to deal with with my useless trivia.
Did you know that the island was formed?
Yes.
Did you know that only roses grow on the island?
Yes.
Did you know that the island is full of honeybees?
Did you know that bees sting things they don't like? I'm kind of like a bee in that sense.
Did you know that bees die if they sting?
Did you know I don't?
Apparently, the DM put words into Felwen's mouth.
It happens. You'll have to live with it. That's just the way I roll. But
Oh dear. Alright, so next day.
next day, how's your
Condition.
condition doing?
Okay, goody condition.
A single roll this time.
Yes, indeed.
Ouch.
Okay, so it's a single roll, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, strength and spirit. Let's see. And oh wait, I don't have the extra thing now, do I?
No.
Nope.
That's why you shouldn't have edited the macro for that one.
Yeah, so let's see. I just have to click on 4 and 6. So there we go. Oh dear.
Everybody is incredibly depressed to be leaving this town, except for Asclepia, who is okay.
I'm surprised, Sclub. I thought you loved this pig.
It's wonderful, but I have come to terms with the fact that I must part with it. It's not going to stop my clothes from being this pink, though.
I still miss Bill.
I didn't get a good night's sleep after that whole festival thing. I'm still kind of feeling self-conscious.
Just think of the dancing eggs.
Maybe that's why he didn't sleep well.
It's just eggs dancing throughout his dreams.
A minstrel, and he's like, no, they're doing it all wrong.
You're offbeat. You're offbeat.
The eggs remind him too much about us
How?
because they always fell over.
Okay, journey beginning now.
Where are we going?
I have no idea.
Surely there's another town connected to this one somewhere. I guess we
Well,
can
I
just
say-
follow a road.
I say, Aaron, you should probably check the map for the next nearest town that we should go to.
I was about to suggest that. I agree.
Yeah, fair enough. Just standard, do I know how to read a map check? Like directions?
Yeah, pretty much. But everybody has to roll their travel first.
Okay, so let's travel again.
Let me get my
Just
Let me
to
get
make
my-
sure you don't
let me
trip
get my
on your
gather
feet.
out of the way.
I assume we're still,
Ooh, I got herbs.
sunny grasslands for the moment.
Yes.
Okay, so we have it's a strength and dexterity for movement check.
That's a pretty good roll, though, by the way. Just saying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was
Well, I failed my movement check, so
yeah, that was
I'm
my
gonna
gat.
actually use my fumble point to.
Actually, it's cloudy grasslands, but it's still 6.
All right, and here comes my actual travel check.
I'm gonna
Crap.
use
Wait,
Wait.
hold on, Aaron.
yes.
I have. Hold on, let me look up a thing first.
I broke my face again.
Yeah, I might have also. So.
We're going to start this journey properly.
Strength 4,
Ferwin, you roll 2.
8. I am gonna just wait.
You also roll a 4.
9.
I hate you.
Apparently, I don't break my face.
Alright. what was your solution to doing a thing?
I was waiting to use my fumble thing and re-roll it to not break my face, possibly.
Okay, go ahead, do that.
Aaron holds the powers of the Sands of Time from Prince of Persia.
Yeah, I know that. I'm going to hold on to the fumble point for something a little more possibly important than this.
Yeah.
Damage.
Yeah, I'm going to throw a healing spell at myself and Aaron. First one to me, 5, and the next one to Aaron, 3.
Okay, so what would half of 11 be? Do we round up or down for this instance?
You generally round up. Or no, you generally round down.
Oh, that would put me at 8, I think.
Skleppa still looks...
With the plus
still,
3.
Alright, so 19, drop that down, that puts me in 10, so I'm at 15 now. Okay.
Skleppa stares daggers into me for not tripping.
If I wanted to hurt you, I could. There's not much that would stop me.
Okay, I rolled first, so I tripped, then Escleva tripped over me.
I was learning!
Yes, I think if Skleppa hit me, she would be like it'd be like a train hitting me.
Yeah, pretty much. As an aside, like, I do have, like, the +1 on Rhodes shoes, but that would only put me at 5, which is not a pass.
Okay, direction.
Well, we got that going.
I definitely know where the next town is.
Hooray for that.
Oh goody, let's see how well this goes. We'll have to see if Aaron doesn't have the map on backwards.
Considering it's at considering I rolled a 14 versus a 6, I think we're okay.
Hell, you may have found us a shortcut.
You head north. Along the road.
North
On the road that's apparently full of potholes or something.
grass.
You happened to trip on a shoe that was dropped by a previous set of travelers.
Confounded litterbugs!
What are the odds?
Forget all the other evils in this world. Litterbugs are the worst.
I kicked the shoe out of spite.
Wait, is the shoe any good? Like, is it like plus anything?
Nope.
No,
It's just a random loose shoe.
Alright, fine.
Mostly worn. There's like literally no way you could salvage anything out of it.
Aw.
Nice try though.
We can't even eat the shoelaces for dinner.
You are the
No.
sorriest hunter.
You are the worst. Just the worst.
well, hey, the shoelaces might have used to be an animal part at one point.
You see this? This is the only part of the buffalo we don't use. We have no idea what it is. To butcher a Far Side joke.
So, so we're on our way to the next town, then.
You're on your way to the next town. Spring is in the air. You smell growing leaves. You see leaves unfurling.
I don't think I'm
flowers are
smelling
blooming.
anything except my own blood at the moment.
Birds are singing except for Asclepa, who fell on her face again.
So did I this time.
And Aaron, who also fell on his face. Heck, you guys. Enjoy my spring day. What the heck?
Hey, I have a condition of 4, and I lost half my health to falling down. I'm having a hard time enjoying much of anything at the moment.
Well, at least the air is a comfortable temperature. It's not too humid. It's not too
Yeah.
hot. It's just right. So
Okay.
you can enjoy the air.
Okay, geez.
I'm dancing in the spring air and picking flowers and being the most.
Get involved with this guy.
I'm going to hang around near Aaron just because that means I'm not hanging around near Felrin.
What's wrong with me? I'm such a nice guy.
Clarence the emo hides behind Aaron and Asclepa.
Oh, I'm so lucky.
Too much frolicking along the path is a little bit disturbing to an emu, you know.
It's a little bit disturbing to anyone.
I was just enjoying the lovely weather and trying to put a smile
It's
on it.
overcast.
Exactly. Hence why we need smiles everywhere.
Okay, checking the map. We are how far out from the next town?
Aaron's so disturbed by this. He wants to know how we're gonna get there.
You're a couple of days out from the town. But as
Oh.
you pull up to the first campsite,
Luckily, there was one already set up, apparently.
well, it's not a campsite that's set up. It's like one of those, like when you go to the state park and they have a fire
Right.
pit already ready for you.
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's one of those like common camping areas.
Yeah, one of them.
Okay.
Camping.
You get to
commons.
one of them.
One of them there things.
One of them there things, and there's another group
Oh,
already there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well then.
hello.
You, when you greet them, they say, "Hey, you've got the winner of most of the competitions with your group, huh?"
Flex.
Yes, we do.
Well, welcome. We haven't really made it that far. We kind of got distracted with flowers and there were some bees.
Yeah, we run into those too. Terrible.
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
Apparently they don't want to mention how I knew a lot of useless trivia like a total nerd.
They're bypassing that because they were shamed by you.
That being said, Aaron and Esclapa did pretty good at the trivia thing.
Yeah, you guys did fairly passable. You did. But you didn't crit.
No, we didn't.
You did not crit the trivia. Thereby shaming everybody else participating in the contest.
That's kind of... That just makes me kind of worry a little bit. Apparently, we are the best and, in a way, the brightest, and we're still getting our asses kicked by a cobblestone road.
We're all basement dwellers, apparently.
Everybody else did kind of average because they didn't get to stay in the royal suite the night before. Anyway, they offer to share the campgrounds with you if you would like to set up camp with them.
That seems fair.
I think that'd be a great idea.
So, camp check McGee.
Remind me what that is again?
The camp check is... Dexterity and intelligence.
Oof.
Perhaps I should go and do my usual hunting.
Yeah, do your hunting. Oh dear.
Did you just fail that epically hard?
Camp check! I didn't do much better.
You know what? I think this time I'm going to use my fumble point.
Yes,
'cause
please.
I can't handle the pain.
Unfumble your fumble.
Wait,
No.
wait.
Oh, what?
If you fumble a camping check,
Yeah, what's it do?
let me explain it first.
I'm using my fumble point regardless, but what's it do?
You do not get hit points or magic points recovery, and everybody gets a -1 to condition.
Yeah, that's not okay. I'm going to go with my second roll.
Yeah.
Alright, -1 to your waters for each person.
Alrighty, I will.
Okay, double
take
8.
that.
I cannot fail my hunting, so I can.
You're just
hunt.
inviting disaster.
Okay, so I can definitely get something lovely.
Okay,
That's
so you
bad.
get, actually, the topography is 6, so then the roll result. So you get 3 rations, so you do not lose any of your rations today.
Hey,
We might make it after all.
look, guys, I succeeded. Something bigger than anything.
Congratulations.
I feel so proud of myself today. I could cry.
And the other group has also successfully set up their tent. Congratulations to them as well.
It's a good thing you had that fumble point, Frank, because otherwise I think you would have fucked up our camp so bad you would have wrecked theirs too.
Just the worst.
It must be because we have an audience that that they did worse and I did better at my hunting.
Maybe.
Choke under pressure.
Anyway, they, as you are all sitting down enjoying your rations of freshly hunted whatever, and they're enjoying their rations of, I don't know, whatever they got. Wild greens, who knows? I don't know what they're eating.
Greatest narration ever!
Clearly they're eating the grass because that's apparently so popular amongst the hunters.
They don't have a hunter in their party. So they're probably actually just eating plain old rations.
Fair enough.
And they're probably looking jealously at our, cooked Venice or something.
No, they're good-natured. So anyway, they tell you that they have heard that it's probably going to rain tomorrow because they happen to pass by one of those weather wizards.
Oh, rain, dear.
And they personally are on a quest to try and sight a certain type of sky dragon, which is a rain dragon, which is why they decided to head out today.
Huh.
Interesting.
And so they say, we'll probably not see you because we're planning on breaking camp early, and they retire to their tents.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, which I'm looking at and hope they catch sight of this sea dragon or whatever.
Rain dragon.
Yeah, rain
Sea dragon, rain dragon, it's all water. Water, our mortal enemy.
Yes, Captain, our mortal enemy of water and fish.
I can't wait for winter. Because when winter comes around, I'm going to be ready.
Well, I can't.
Hopefully-
Well, summer will definitely be my bright spot.
Okay, sorry. So how are you feeling the next morning?
Okay, condition check.
Please be better than almost dead.
Oof.
Exactly the same.
Hey!
Okay.
Apparently Aaron is just perpetually in a terrible mood, like, all the time.
You're a silly
Roman is
minstrel.
pretty proud of himself for having hunted up and not wasting any rations last night. Esclapa apparently didn't like the taste of it that well.
My face still hurts.
And Aaron, too, still suffers from a sore nose.
Let's see.
But
So-
none of you are doing completely terribly, just not that great. Except for you, Furlwin.
I'm doing quite. This has been the best set of rolls ever. Let's see. So I don't, because I've got a 10. I don't exactly go over.
Oh,
and get
jeez. I
stacked.
just realized you crit that.
I did.
Oh, he did.
He did. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Is
I
that
did.
No. Apparently crit does not do anything. It's just 10 plus is a bonus to one stat.
Apparently, I just wanted to do it to brag.
Congratulations, you've crit. You feel as awesome as you possibly can.
Oh no, I get a ding and then apparently an achievement in the corner that says crit bragging.
Okay, sorry. So the road leads into the woods.
The woods.
The woods!
And it is in fact raining, as the other camping party had predicted. So your travel check today is versus 9.
As a question, is rain cold?
The rain is not cold, it's just chilly.
Ah. Well, at any rate, I'm going to gather herbs. 9!
Not bad.
So did you gather herbs in the woods, which you are camped right beside, or did you gather in the grasslands?
The woods. I want to branch out.
Alright, so let's see here. Demon lacquer.
This sounds amazing.
I'm intrigued. What is it?
Let's see here. Demon lacquer. Enough for 1 poison arrow. Add 2 damage to 1 bow attack.
Oh, that's useful for me.
I won't put that in my bottle. I will actually give it directly to Furlwin.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Just remember it expires in 24 hours.
Dang. I should have bought myself a glass.
Oh,
If
well.
I knew this was happening.
Yeah, just set yourself up for an arrow.
Okay, so I'll just... But, so I can just use it and then the effect will be on for 24 hours.
Yeah, it's basically just some sap, is what it is. So,
So
you're just coating the arrowhead with it.
So it
And
also...
it'll wash off in the rain in 24 hours.
Yes.
By weird, strange coincidence.
I guess now it's movement check time at against 9,
Yeah.
which requires me to get an almost perfect roll.
Root check, strength and dexterity. 4 and 8 for me.
Alright. Travel! Ow!
Okay.
A tree falls on my face this time.
Okay, I'll go next.
It's fortune.
Apparently,
Oh,
the tree was so large it hit me as well.
I think
Well,
we all
there-
just got leveled by the same tree.
Yeah, just extreme misfortune has occurred.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so at this point,
I'm going to be throwing some heals. Me, Aaron, Furlwin.
wait. Wait.
1 point.
Who gets the one? Me?
Yes.
Uh,
Thankfully, I almost healed my entire injury, so my face is kind of okay.
So, what? I'm like, what now?
What's your max health?
I'm not. I have 9 health.
You are at 6 then,
Ah, I see.
because you lost half your health and then got +1.
Yeah, I can see that now. So, it's like, let's see, 6. Just so I know, just in case we come across any battles.
Yeah, and Aaron's at 10.
So it almost healed me fully, too.
Yeah, I'm a good healer.
I only have 11 max.
Alright, are you ready to start your journey through the woods?
I
Yes.
guess.
My windbreaker is getting soaking wet.
Direction.
You know, I'm pretty sure that Furlwin has a spell to create a leaf for the rain.
Oh yeah, did I? Just let me see. Unless
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't choose that. Unless... Oh wait,
Yeah, you're a spring.
summer.
No, summer.
Oh, summer. Right.
I think summer has the leaf.
Yeah, I think that's in the first tier,
That's it.
too, so it
So
should be
I
usable.
Yeah, summer magic, level 1, all spells usable. Let me check that. Let's see, this might take me a while because I have to...
Incidentally, I forgot to cast Alarm Bell last night. Oh well.
Yeah.
it was-
We had a second people watching over the camp anyway, so I think we'll be fine.
You were okay.
yeah, it worked out alright, it was fine.
Yeah.
God dang.
It's
And
just
even
like
if,
casting it gives a +1 to the camp check.
So where is
Okay.
the... So which page is magic on?
Here, I'll just look. Let's see here. Spring magic, summer magic. Okay, briars, vitality, chorus, leaf. Let's see here. Large leaf appears in hand. You can use it as an umbrella. Yeah. Okay, that costs 2 MP and it lasts for 12 hours and it affects up to 7 people.
Okay, so I could just cast that and
Mhm.
just see that's like -2, and Is
They're
there
all
any-
shielded from rain.
Yeah, a large leaf appears that can be used as an umbrella. This leaf may be used for a +1 bonus on rolls involving rainy weather.
So, does that have to do anything else other than that, or is it just automatic?
Yeah, that's
So I don't-
yeah, it doesn't
And that's
require-
going to be an automatic +1 to all your rolls today. For the next 12 hours.
It's worth noting it is a ritual, so it's going to take an hour to cast.
Right.
So, join all the souls.
And rain leaf.
Yeah, while he's doing his ritual, Asclep is just going to look the other way.
Because apparently we're opposites. Summer and winter don't like each other.
That is correct.
I'll keep my pre-leaf roll because it was fine for direction.
Yeah, we can just add +1 to it. Make it 13.
Yep, it's a pass. The woods do not confound me.
Right, so now we've done that with the leaf and the check the direction.
Yep. Back to tromping, I suppose. Also, that +1 would not have helped any of us pass that move track.
Nope.
Let's ignore that tree ever happened.